Hoping you don't get cut in the spirit. All right, Shalom. I want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the fellow laborers out there. And as always, you believers. So yeah, we back out here once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. As always, to pronounce the downfall, collapse, and utter destruction of this wicked kingdom of America, also biblically referred to as Babylon the Great, in which that destruction will play out in that said order. Before this place is destroyed, you're going to experience its downfall, in which that downfall is going to naturally breed a collapse of the minds of you people. The infrastructure of this place is witnessing it. The American people is pretty much torn. They're not in agreement. You got these MAGAs, they basically feel duped, played by Trump. You got no kings. Has it already passed? I know it's the end of this month in Birmingham. That's a national thing now. For the citizens, the American citizens, you Babylonians, you take a hard stand, and you're in opposition to the powers that be. And you people ultimately gonna feel the crunch more and more. Or you see the gas prices beginning to teeter and trend upward. And that's based upon really this war that's going on. Because you had America to go up into Venezuela and pretty much seize that area and throw them puppets up in there. And pretty much Iran was fueling Venezuela, man. So now we're in the point where Iran is halting back, and you got these devils stretching themselves thin. So basically we're in a heavy time, man. Everything that I mentioned. The brother sent to the chat where you got these GIs, they got an 800 toll number for the army to call in and voice that they not bagging Israel, man. Hey, the Most High working, man. You had the video of the Marine, the decorated Marine. He came out and took a hard stance against backing Israel. So pretty much we're in a time where the destruction is looming because of that heavy divide. Matter of fact, there's something, get that in Matthew 12, I want to say. Because Yahweh spoke of this, man. Our Lord gave us a vivid illustration of what would take place before eventually America is destroyed. And one of the tokens to look for is that divide and conquer formula that the Lord will pretty much bring about. You know what? Somebody look up that phrase to divide and conquer. Yep, come on.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 12. I started verse 25. It reads, And Yahweh knew their thoughts, and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
Right, and that's dealing with the actual kingdom. Like you got different countries. For an example, you got America and Russia. That's a balance of power. Those are two different kingdoms that's divided. Right? Go ahead.
In every city or house.
Now, that's something different. Every city or house is dealing with the nationality. Matter of fact, click on that word house. Because you got the kingdoms divided, then you got the inhabitants divided. See? All right, come on.
Con. This is that word house. And it reads in the house, an inhabited edifice, a dwelling, the inmates of a house.
Right, so you got a house, that's these countries, these kingdoms. Then you got the inmates of it, the subjects, right? Go ahead.
The family.
The who?
The family.
The family. So not only is these kingdoms divided, but the family, Esau divided. That's why you got these red-blooded Americans coming out saying, fuck it, we ain't defending them damn tiny hats, man. And that's a telltale sign of what's about to happen. Okay?
It says, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
Is what? Brought to desolation. And matter of fact, click on that word desolation. See, this is an age-old formula. That divide and conquer. Hey, the Lord did that with Israel. What's that, 2 Kings? Yeah. I think that's 2 Kings 17. Remember when the kingdom was rent or something like that? Matter of fact, somebody can see if they can get that. I know it's the 2 Kings 17. Where the Lord tore the kingdom. Come on.
That word desolation, it says to make desolate.
Mm-hmm.
Lay waste.
Lay waste, man. That's the fate of America. And that goes into the inheritance set up for Esau. When you go into Esau in the Hebrew, is where Ashashya, meaning wasted away is he. So this destruction is the inheritance of Esau. See? Read that again.
It says to make desolate, lay waste, to ruin.
To ruin, man. This place gonna be ruined. You make a dinner and somebody spoil it, right? Hey, because what happened, you can make a good dinner, but over time that shit's spoiled. So time is Esau's biggest enemy. The longer you here, man, the more the destruction makes sense. See? Because the missiles ain't going nowhere. Right? The kings of the earth, they're not gonna somehow soften their stance. Now, it will be situations where they might come to an agreement, come to the table, but that's all in efforts for the preparation of the microchip. And I'm gonna say this, you gotta be in the spirit to really be patient. Because you see reports of like Kim Jong-un, like the picture of Kim Jong-un, you just know World War III. Which we in the midst of World War III, it's brewing, right? But you have to remain patient, right? Because the scripture says those who kept the word of my patience. And what that context is talking about the microchip. You got
scripture, be not like Esau, for one more to the meat, so the birthright, as that hastiness. So as the adverse of that is being patient.
Yep. Right.
Proud, the patient experience, not being proud. Woo!
Yeah. So the Lord really doing that to pretty much test the metal of all of us, man. You got to wait for that microchip, and it's released. Remember when it first surfaced, it was always in the same breath with the size of a grain of rice. Yeah. Right? That was the Lord pretty much instilling the concept of it's a small little matter, man. But from that, it's going to bring the destruction. All right, yep, come on.
It says to lay waste, make desolate, come to naught.
Come to naught. This gonna come to naught. Because remember, this is the land of traffic, right? With people coming and going. Well, that's gonna come to naught. Even your dreams and aspirations. Nigga got a 10-year plan. That's coming to naught, man. Oh, and that's proud too. Esau set that shit up, 5-year plan. Right. I'll work here for a minute, save enough money, go to college, and not knowing that you could die, man. Your next breath ain't promised you. These Edomites, they gotta go, man. Right, they give off a creepy, right, they give off, it's a folly/guilt spirit. And it's uncomfortable to be around, yeah.
In their own kingdom.
Right, yeah, exactly. Right, yeah, that is a balance. They feel wrecked, they seem reckless. No worries, but in the same breath, it's guilt.
Right.
You mentioned in 1950, you start talking about the date, you motherfuckers get nervous. Yep, so what was it?
Look for the kings.
Oh yeah, Did you find that?
When the kingdom divided?
Yeah,
This is something on it. It's 1 Kings 11 and 12. It says, notwithstanding, in the days I will not do it for David, thy father's sake, but I will rend it out of the hand of thy son. Howbeit, I will not rend away all the kingdom, but will give one tribe to thy son for David, my servant's sake, and for Jerusalem's sake, which I have chosen.
Right. Now, that ain't the one I was looking for. I believe it's the 2 Kings 17. I know. You got it?
It's 2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 18.
Okay.
It says, therefore the Lord was very angry with Israel.
Right, so the tone being set right there. The Lord was angry with Israel. And what did he do? How did he proceed forth with that anger? Go ahead.
And removed them out of his sight.
Mm-hmm.
There was none left, but only the tribe of Judah only.
Mm-hmm.
Also Judah kept not the commandments of the Lord their power, but walked in the statutes of Israel which they made. And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel,
Yep.
and afflicted them, and delivered them into the hand of spoilers.
Oh, see that? So the Lord delivered them into the hand of spoilers. Do that sound familiar? The Lord gonna deliver America into the hand of spoilers. Somebody can get that in Jeremiah? Let's see what the first step is before you do that. All right, go ahead, Mr. Kipton.
Yep. It says, until he had cast them out of his sight.
Mm-hmm.
For he rent Israel.
See, he rent Israel. So don't you see that now? And we just read that in Matthew 12. Well, before that desolation come, the Lord said, wait, he would divide the kingdom. See? And that go back to that concept. I don't know if the brother ever get that term, divide. Come on.
Come.
There's a lot going on up here right now. So just, you know, it's like a, you know, you're at the assembly restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get, but hey, the meal getting prepared, man. You know what it's going to end up with, the dish going to look like? The destruction of America. That's what we're going to get into, man. When you get through with all the precepts and the points, we're going to get right back to the America being destroyed, man. Right, it's going to be clear. And if you're hungry for that, because if you want the kingdom, then you got to have that talk to you. You got to eat that. See? Yeah, you got to eat that. You have the Bible. Yeah, see, America breed, you know what I mean? Yeah. You can't be around at a certain time of night, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah.
Police presence.
Father got this wreck.
Because divide and conquer means to gain or maintain power by creating divisions among opponents, preventing them from uniting against a common enemy, often by exploiting or creating conflicts between groups to keep them weak and manageable.
See that? That's what the Lord is doing with America. The so-called white man. He's pretty much dividing them. See, that's an age-old formula. And them devils, they used it against us. Going to that Willie Lynch, you separate the families and whatnot. You know, a lot of Edomites came out and said that never really, that was just some bullshit. That never was nothing, you know.
I got slid a little. It says, what is the divide and conquer mentality? Divide and conquer is a strategy used by elites, often understood as the oppressors, to break down the relationships and unity between subjected groups struggling for justice, freedom, liberation, in order to maintain the status quo.
Right, so the Lord did that with us. The Lord used these devils to break us up, to break up the families, and most importantly, discontinue you from your heritage. Because really, that's the binding, you know, the laws, that's the binding force that brought Israel to their power. So the Lord stripped us of all that, man. But in the kingdom, the scriptures say what? The sun, the moon will never go down on us again. So we won't lose that wisdom again. Oh, you had something else?
No, that's it.
That was it? Come on, we got something? Yep. Come on, right there.
This Jeremiah 17:4, it says, and thou, even thyself, should discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will call thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
See that? So that happened to us, man. We was driven from our land and brought over here to this land to pretty much serve our enemies. See? And in that, what cemented that, we discontinued from our heritage. You know, we got these Babylonian names. At some point, You know, you had a lot of interest or investment in these holidays. You show reverence to that shit. See? Oh, it's heavy too, man. The new moons, they always come when it's an event in the earth. Like for the last, I can't even remember how long, going back to as long as I can remember. Usually Christmas, they fall on Christmas or Thanksgiving. Or you just had the blood moon. That fell on the
Strikes for Iraq.
yeah, strikes, yeah. See? All right, come on. That was it?
The book of Mark 3 and 27 says, no man can enter to a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he would first bind the strong man, and then he would spoil his house. Yes, so if a man is going into it, you know, Esau like was going into being delivered to the spoiling. Esau pretty much changed the order, you know, that was given to us by Yahweh by Shema Shai. That's why you see a woman over the man in disorder in the household. So you can pretty much take away the leadership of the man and you can destroy a whole nation. See, so that's what happened to us as a people. But now the Lord is putting everything back in order. Right?
That was it? Yep, come on.
This is Slock. Right. Okay. This is a quick article talking about the disruption between Edom and how they falling out. Russia has officially targeted the wealthiest Rothschild family in Europe, shifting attention from NATO and Ukraine and sparking global tensions. Just going off the same, threat to Esau's existence really is division. That's what's going on. He's separating himself. Jake don't have the power. These people on his side don't have the power to take down Esau. Right. It's Esau is being weakened by his own self. Think about NATO. Part iron, part miry clay. They're already weakened, but these is all Edomite nations that's supposed to be strong together, but they just can't get it together. Eventually, I believe it's Trump this week said that we ain't gonna do no business with Spain. Those are Edomites. All right, Spanish-speaking Edomites. So the disruption is evident and it's continuing.
Yeah, that miry clay and that iron, it can't click. See? You had something?
Con.
Yeah, and somebody get Revelation 13.
God, just going back to that, the Spirit of the Lord bringing forth that division amongst Edom. And this is an example because the Lord have done this with our enemies before. It's an example concerning the Philistines. The book of 1 Samuel chapter 14, and I started at verse 19. The reason it came to pass while Saul talking to the priest that the noise that was in the host of the Philistines went on and increased. So that's what we're saying in a sense. The host of these devils, you hear it, it's increasing from it. Now it's at the point you hear boots on the ground. Now it's going to get more physical, It says...
Oh, you can hear more now, like even TikTok videos.
Yeah.
You got like a front row seat to America's military.
Right.
The noise increasing, man. Yep, you got it.
God, it says, and Saul said unto the priest, we'll draw thine hand. And Saul and all the people that were assembled themselves, and they came to the battle, and behold, every man's sword was against his fellow. And there was a very great discomfiture. So from Civil War to America to a world war between these two Edomite superpowers, man, we're seeing that play out. But this is just an example because Scripture talk about the things that were written aforetime, were written for our learning. So back then, how those Philistines was a thorn in our side, this is the biggest thorn, our arch enemy Edom. So how much more the Lord doing that with this stuff? And that's what we're seeing, every sword against his fellow,
Yep, the Lord said his determination is to gather the nations. And pretty much what they're going to do, they're going to cancel each other out. Then we're going to get the spoil. There's plenty of examples of that. Oh, remember the 4 lepers? Right, the 4 lepers, they end up getting spoiled, man. And the Most High worked their work. See? So the only thing we got to do is be patient and wait on our power. Hey, that's why Isaac gave Esau the sword, man. You see where it coincides with the blessing of Jacob? Because with that sword, what he gonna do? He gonna create a volatile situation. See? He who taketh the sword, what Yahweh said?
He who liveth by the sword,
Right?
shall die by the sword.
Shall die by the sword. That was the spirit of Isaac lingering even to Yahweh said, man. Because what? It was Isaac who came in with the bright idea in the spirit to say, yeah, I'm going to make the sword. Man. Right? And it made so much sense, right? It benefited us.
I got it.
Yeah, I got what you need. Yeah, that's what it is.
Take this sword.
Yeah, it's really what we needed. We needed for you to have the sword, man.
Another analogy is like how Esau dropped off guns in the hood. He know what Jake gonna do with them guns.
Right.
Eventually they're gonna be used on, because Stockholm and all this madness you're going through is gonna be used on your own kind. Well, that's how Isaac gave Esau the sword the same way.
Yeah. And he told him by that sword thou shalt live. And that's his rightful, right? That's his heritage. That's why you see these devils, they hang their hat on the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
The right to bear arms. That actually go back to Isaac.
They parades, if I may. They parade around. Ain't nothing like a parade without the military equipment driving through. The actual sword got to go down the street with the parade.
Yep. That's one of the soldiers. Yep. Come on. Yes, my.
Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight.
Like you said, and I will set the Egyptians.
Yep.
So it's Yahweh Shemel Saturday is turning their house against each other.
Yep. Hey, look up that word set. I don't know if it's a phrase or not. And you know what come to mind? Chess. You have that hand that set them chess pieces. So pretty much everybody is at the, under the vibration of a higher power. There's a higher form of intelligence that's setting the tone in the earth. So it's the Most High who's setting you against each other. Yep, you got it out?
It's a phrase I will set.
Yeah, about to get the bed.
It says to hedge, fence about, shut in, to block.
Hold up, read that again.
To hedge.
To hedge, right? Go ahead.
Fence about.
Meaning what? You don't have no control. That's just like if you're in prison or in jail. Like if somebody set up a hedge or a gate around, like that dog can only go, he can't go nowhere. He's hedged. See? It's a block. You want to go right, but he gonna make you left. See? Yep, that stall. That stall heavy, man. That maze, it leads you. The designer of the stall is who's more intriguing.
Yeah.
The subject ain't shit. He's just a part of it. But the designer, you set up the stall and you go through the stall and you end up at a cliff.
They call them sheep.
Yes, yep. Cattle. Oh, well, that's that same chain in Revelation 20. The angel came down with that great chain, which is really Yahweh Shai. And that chain represents he has the mastery over you. And what you know what's heavy about this maze? You can't retreat. You can't go backwards. And that's what Esau want to do. He want to go back into the past and somehow, you know, galvanize his forefathers so that they won't make that same mistake, man. But that's what's fascinating about this maze. Once you go in this door, you can't go back. That door locks behind you. You have to proceed further.
When the squeeze is that good, you can't even turn around.
Yeah. Right. Like the tube on a toothpaste, and that squeeze, you can't get it back in there, man. So really, that's life. The spirit of prophecy, right? When you go into the spirit of prophecy, when you look up that word spirit, right, in Revelation 19, one of the definitions is what makes the body animated. So like when you look at a body, the body is rendered useless. If it's dead, you could dress it up in a suit, but it can't you slap it. Or you know the video that nigga slapped 5 damn. That was a cringe video, man. I put up curses on that nigga, even though I ain't give a fuck about now one of them niggas. I ain't put up it in a traditional sense. I was just vexed, right?
Your spirit
My spirit groaned at it. That nigga probably got 25 years without 25 years of life, with no parole. But yeah, when he slapped that nigga couldn't do shit. Because the spirit went in him. So when you go into the spirit of pride, yeah, when you look it up in Revelation 19, that's a heavy definition. That it says that animates the body. So as the spirit of prophecy go forth, what happens? You see the kings of the earth get stirred up, right? You see the missiles get designed. See? So the body is animated now. Yep, come on.
It says, fence about, shut in.
Right, shut in. If I shut you in, that means I got the control over you. So when you go through that maze, then you say, oh shit, I didn't want to go here, I need to go back. Nope, you can't go back, you shut in. Matter of fact, give me real quick Job, I want to say that Job 10 and 11.
I got that account with the levels too.
Oh, kind of beautiful. Oh, that's a heavy account. That's a foreshadowing of the elect, because I think it was 4, right?
Yeah.
So it was mercy.
Yep, 4.
Yeah, the 4 leopards. Hey, that's cold, bro. Yahweh Shai is a passionate, he got passion like the leopard. Remember he healed those, the blind men? Mm-hmm. I think it was 1, 2, like, was it 10 leopards or something?
Yeah,
He told him, yeah. I think he told him not to say something, and they went right off and saying something. That's us. Because these are secrets that we can't keep secret. We the lepers, man. We coming out and proclaiming to the world, right? We got our sight, so we telling everybody, we can see. It's the destruction coming. And people are telling us to shut up, man. But Yahweh Shai said even these stones will start speaking, right? So that's even somewhat like a foreshadowing of us.
We in the straight too. You know, we in the straight because we can't turn back, or else we get the sword. So we in the straight to keep telling, even though they telling us to quiet down and all that. Our job, our obligation is to keep going. We in the straight. We in the bond. We, prisoners are hope. Change the darkness. We in the straights too. We gotta keep this word going out.
Well, like the fetters, you talk about now being under the fetters.
Yep. Yep. Come on. Oh yeah.
God, this is the book of Job, chapter 11, verse 10. It reads, "If he cut off and shut up or gather together, then who can hinder him?"
See that? So the Most High, he cuts off, he shut up, and he delivers, so he can take you out of the maze. Or he can lead you. Oh, Scripture say, "Lead me not into temptation, but deliver me into slackness. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil." So that's saying that there's a power that has a mastery over your faith. See? So these people who are going to be destroyed, the Lord led them there, man. And those who are going to be delivered, the Lord, he altered your path, and he set you off on a course that leads to Yahweh Shai. We can say this all with confidence. This the path, man. This that path. You just have to continue. You stay in fear. You can never say, "Hey, I'm like Fat Nasty, man." Right, man. Yeah, man, it's a missile probably with that thing. I would be jacked. Probably actually named Fat Nasty, written in Arabic.
It's just shaped like a nugget.
With a dingy teeth. This the path, man. Scripture say what? You got to endure to the end. So that keeps that fear in us. We got to continue, man. See? All right, come on. That was it on that?
This is Isaiah chapter 19.
There was more on that definition. Okay.
Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2. It says,
Beautiful.
And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
So they can't do nothing. They hedge. They can't do nothing to stop that friction, that tension in the air. Right? Bumping heads with their neighbors. They can't stop that, man. Because they hedged. The Most High have them in his clutches. Salaki. See? Come on.
And they shall fight every one against his brother,
Mm-hmm.
and every one against his neighbor.
Yep.
City against city.
See, oh, Yahweh said that. See that? So it's going to be city against city, right? Come on.
And kingdom against kingdom.
And that's the same thing. So you have the kingdom, the physical kingdom, they got their flags, right? They had the Olympics and represent. Then you got the city, because the city, you know what? Let's see what city gives you right there. Because the people is a city too, before it's a place. That's why you'll be considered a citizen. So hey, that's the best thing, man. You got these two motherfuckers bumping heads, right? So they're gonna, they definitely gonna cancel each other out. See? And the Lord can make the missiles go off. Nobody ever considers that either. Like the Lord can make the missiles go off because they already here now. I think it's a scripture that say that, where he said he'll knock the arrows out their hand. Or we went into that too, how the earth scrapped through the spirit. They let you know this the time of Esau. Because those missiles are nothing more than huge bullets. So now everybody's scrapped. Niggas aunties, you know. That's why in the spirit that's why we get it now. Yahweh Shai, even when Yahweh Shai said agree with thine enemy, that can even spill over to the 2/3 too. And the Lord, right? The Lord said, be as wise as serpents, and harmless as doves. You get in an argument with a butch auntie, all that energy, man. That bitch got one earring. Right, yeah. I was thinking more so like a loop. That bitch like Mr. T. Everybody scrapped, man. And they can't wait because they under Esau. They are of their father, the devil. So when you equate that, right, even when you look at the planet Earth is scrapped. The planet Earth got missiles in it, got bullets. That's crazy when you think about it.
Maybe they even coming out the water.
Yeah. The Earth scrapped to a T. The Earth got an arsenal of, like the elder said, the water,
Air.
the air. Yep. So the Earth got to be, and because the Earth got to be, it's going to be like a shock. You know how you can shock something? Somebody get that too in Isaiah, I want to say that Isaiah 24, around the 19th verse. Speaks of how the earth going to shake. I think one of the words that exceedingly. Whoever give you up, come on.
The book of Isaiah chapter 24, verse 19, it reads, the earth is utterly broken down.
Right, so the earth got to be broken down before what? It to be built back up. So even the earth in the worst case scenario. See? You can't trust the earth. Like if you were to plant some seeds, it's already defiled. You got to have a village somewhere, man.
Right.
It got to be a village. It got to be somewhere
Off the grid.
remote.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Right, yeah.
Chemtrails done penetrated that some kind of way.
Right.
Air particles.
Yeah, air particles.
Yep. Brown fucked up.
Cigarette smoke. The nigga smoke traveled from the 50s. That shit's still in the air, man. Because it can't go nowhere. Where that shit went? It didn't break down.
That's true though. That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, so this devil got to go. The earth got to be broken down. See? Yeah, that's a lot of smoke. This nigga from back in the 50s.
Real tough.
Yeah, Twilight Zone niggas. They used to be able to smoke in restaurants and shit. A nigga in the doctor office with a cigarette, man.
Real shit.
That's why this man here. Yeah.
That's a man.
Get a cigarette from the doctor.
Them advertisements used to have back in the day. They used to have doctor recommended on the cigarette.
Yeah, they used to promote the taste too. It tastes good, you know. Man, if that ain't the devil, if that the so-called white man ain't the fucking destroyer, man, who is he, man? Because you got to be awoke to say, hold up, man, that cigarette shit way off. Like in blacks and all that shit, that shit way the fuck off, man. Who would create such a thing and push that in the earth, right?
Dang.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Still legal.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Dang.
Then niggas say now he say it can cause cancer, and but you sell it to you for $12 a box.
See that shit, man? And that barcode condemn you, because that means it coming from somewhere. Well, that's why the scriptures say the Lord don't only hate the wicked, but is that Wisdom of Solomon 14?
One that I hate.
Yep, that's one, yeah. The ungodly and his ungodly. So if it's a stench, that's coming. You start looking for who is it, man. You know what I'm saying? So them barcodes that condemn you, nigga, it's not like it's a cigarette popped up somewhere. That shit went through the tedious operation of being manufactured and set up and put in stores and boxed. Then they'll have commercials and shit.
Right.
I think they just now recently stopped cigarette commercials. That was heavy back then. Camel, right?
They used to keep it on. They had to make a law not to advertise it below a certain height, because the cigarette companies found out if I get a 14-year-old to start smoking, that's a longer customer. If I get a 12-year-old, so they used to have the advertisements about this high. So you go into the supermarket,
Right there by the candy.
Right,
the kids looking at the cigarette.
Right.
Now they sell sweatsuits. Nigga got a whole Newport jumpsuit.
Wow.
Got the commercial. Nigga just throw
Got the jacket, yeah.
When we was growing up, they had cigarette candy.
Yep. So because they made you look manly, like Clint Eastwood, you know.
Right.
They promoted even like Pac, you know what I'm saying? Like NBA YoungBoy now, the nigga talking to you with a cigarette.
And that shit used to come wrapped like a Black and Mild too. That old cigarette can.
Oh yeah.
That shit used to wrap just
Then
like
they had what you could make your own, like you could roll it like a blunt.
Exactly.
Yeah, they would pay Clint Eastwood and them.
Oh
to have them in them.
Right.
There was commercials in the movies.
Right.
Nigga got a cowboy hat.
Right.
Yep.
You look tough.
Right.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Yes.
say not where and who
If
is.
not where and who is it? You waiting on something after cigarettes to happen? Right? Like you waiting on something to get worse than that, nigga? We done saw cigarettes draw people up.
Yes.
They die, they long.
Yes. Oh, damn, you remember the commercial with the guy? And they'll have a little device, they'll put it up to their neck.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga got a hole.
Yeah, you got a hole in your. Hey, matter of fact, I remember a cat. Real shit in the neighborhood I grew up at. The bitch had a goddamn, he had a hole in his neck, and you can take the shit and twist it in his neck.
Yeah.
And that's the best way he can breathe because his lungs were so fucked up. And he's a you know what I'm saying? But the commercial. The Edomite used to put the shit up to their neck. You know what I'm saying? To warn you. I can't remember what they used to say, but they used to warn you about the cigarettes. So like the elder said, man, that's fucked up, man. Just when you think about it, right?
Yeah, you waiting on somebody with a pitchfork.
Exactly.
Nigga, meanwhile, you don't see how many people died under this man's watch unnaturally?
Right.
Cancer and
We didn't even tell you where crack came from.
oh yeah.
With heroin.
They cooked that up.
Right. And them devils, that's an example of them putting the Bible to their neighbor. And they came out with the crack, the war on crack.
Yeah.
You niggas put it there, man.
Reagan's.
Yep, the Reagan.
That's Reagan and
And there's always a war on something.
Always
war
a
on
war.
drugs. A war on COVID.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
Warm bully.
Yeah.
That's what you know that he saw the time of war, man. Because if it went, you wouldn't have to go to war, nigga, if it went, right?
Huh.
With supply.
Right, if I went in the time, right, if I went in what would you call it, the temperature, nigga, if you in the hood, then you should be at war.
Yeah.
So you done created a setting where, nigga, you damn right there's a war on everything. The world is a ghetto.
Right.
Yeah? Yeah, come on, yeah, let's get these precepts.
Isaiah 24:5. It said the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Right, start at the top.
Isaiah 24:1. Behold, the Lord, Yahweh Shai, maketh the earth empty.
Right, that's dealing with really America. And that's not like the earth gonna just be destroyed. The main focus is gonna be America. America gonna be empty because right now it's what? It's inhabited. This is a land of habitation. What's that, Joel? The second chapter, the land is as the land of
That's
Eden.
it. That's it.
Right? So the Lord gonna empty it. Come on.
And maketh it waste,
See?
and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall be as with
Oh, it was the United States. Right? Oh, that's gonna be scattered.
And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him.
Right, anybody get it. Everybody gonna get it, man. Unless you hedge by your house side covered by that blood, you're gonna be destroyed, man. Come on.
The land shall be utterly empty
See?
and utterly spoiled, for the Lord Yahweh Shai have spoken this word.
Right, the prophecies that went forth. So now what's next? The destruction, man. That's Joel the second chapter as well.
Right.
He shall utter his voice before his army.
Yep.
Come on.
The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away.
Man, that's America, man. We just going into it. Cigarettes. That's the earth fading away, and the earth is compiled with inhabitants. So you people fading away, man. See, and again, what you waiting on, right, to support the fact that the devil is not the so-called white man? What you waiting on? So after you die, when nigga come back and said, man, I was in hell 24 hours, and I saw Biggie. It was the fucking dyke bitch who said that shit, man. Saw Biggie in the coochie sweater. Right, go ahead. And you know, if you here, you got to be in the right spirit because you go listen to them videos, right? We good, right? We can go watch it because we rooted and grounded, but we wouldn't advise, like, you go watch a nigga testimony. Right, because people be attention whore. Everybody ain't built the same. The shit motherfuckers do, you motherfucker be an attention whore. Be like, okay, man, I'm gonna come up with some shit. That nigga crying shit, man. Talking about grandma.
I hate a cigarette.
Right. right, that's it. You should question his testimony right there, man. Right. You should be scatterfied, nigga, at that point. Right. You should be scatterfied in brimstone.
Niggas smoking a cigarette, worry about
Yeah,
it. Where you
yeah. Yep, come on.
He said the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth
Oh, we
away.
mentioned the earth mourning, man. That's on all fronts. If you want to plant something the earth through, man. See? And the people of earth, because you made up of earth, right? You made of clay. So the earth, all these people, everybody mourn. Come on.
It says the world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish.
Now the scripture going into detail is intentional. There's a reason behind the earth being in this condition because of the haughty people, man. Who the haughty people is? The so-called white man and his subjects. Come on.
The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
There you go. So the earth ain't just defiled. No, it's defiled under the inhabitants down there. Under the so-called white man. Again, you got cigarettes in the earth. They ought to mention crack, cocaine, you know, even liquor or whatever. None of it really, because they added, right, there's nothing wrong with, like, you know, drinking y'all young and shit, but they added, right, yeah.
Extra sulfates.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Sugar. Designed to destroy your stomach. Your liver and your
See? Like if you have a filter, you filter that wine, it's all type of metals in it.
Right, exactly.
And really, that's swords.
Right.
Those are swords. Yep. Cutting you up, man. Oh, what's that?
Get ulcers and all this.
Yep. You supposed to be getting that to him, you know. Give wine to him who was ready to strong drink.
Talk about wine good for your stomach.
Yep.
Now the shit will upset you, you know what I mean?
Right. You got to send up a crown when you drink wine.
I think it's a glass of wine was good for your heart.
Yeah, oh yeah, good for your heart.
Good for your heart. Like 1 glass a day.
But Esau through that. Now we got to watch everything, right? He trying to kill your ass through that depopulation. He said, glass of wine, you know what I mean? Meanwhile, you got to remember, who name on it? Like Blue Magic. That fucking barcode go back to the devil, man. Esau. He the one sending it out. So we're in a crazy situation where we need Yahweh Shai. And it's an interest that's so small to only a few will find it. It's like, you know, you're trying to get into a doctor's office. Everybody ain't gonna make it in, man. We happy to be here, man. Right? To be recentered. Yep, come on. It's like you were real.
He says the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof because they have transgressed the laws.
See that? They don't keep the laws, man. Because the earth, the manual and blueprint to govern over the earth is the law. We let them go by. They had it right over their head. Yeah, oh, they still going there, yeah.
They might double up.
Right. They ain't got to come back out no more.
That's see.
Right, that's an example, man. You got women, you know, riding around, you know, manly on a motorcycle.
Yeah, man. Playing Cardi B.
Yeah, man, yeah, that. Yeah. And if this take off all the makeup and shit, it's blue, man. That's America.
That was reserved for whores in the ancient world.
Yep. And you think about it, that's America. Really, that makeup is like the media. What, you know, the perception of how it's going. Then, right, we're in a time now with the veil being pulled off. That's like makeup. So you got alternative news outlets that tell you what's really going on. The prophets. So you're like, this bitch, oh shit. I gotta get out of here, man. Yep, come on.
God, it says, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore, have the curse devoured the earth.
It's like it say, again, let's go back to the change, not keeping the laws. When you consider what you're supposed to eat, man. Right? You consider how this system is designed, it's really built on adultery. That's why Yahweh Shai said this is an adulterous generation. That's dealing with, right, all of us, because we all committed adultery under this man's life. He set up a scene to where you had to commit adultery. So that proved that this is the valley of the shadow of death, where you need Yahweh Shai's deliverance. If they set up a scene where you offend the Most High. So everybody really committed adultery. And let's say I'm a virgin, I ain't nothing. But you looked at somebody, man. You looked at somebody's wife and you desired her. And see the so-called white man make it, well, okay, no, that's really the rite of passage. I saw a nigga talking about this nigga, y'all was just talking about the broad Cardi B, but guy Offset. It was this nigga, maybe y'all saw the interview, said you got to keep Offset away from Ryder, man. He tried to get you woman, you know, he said the nigga persistent, the nigga angle himself. Yeah, come on.
Personally, no Offset. That's what he's known for.
All right, see?
He's in there certainly. He can put it this way. It's a reason why he's still at the top and the other ones that fell off to the wayside, man, because he was part of that circle, man. He's with that. He's in that spirit.
Yeah, niggas like, man, I pop your women when you were with her, nigga, you know. That's the side nigga art. That was a nigga stance.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, like, okay, nah, nigga, well, you popped my bitch, but I wasn't with her. But nigga, I popped your bitch. I think it was, Chris Brown, that's it. One of them, I think one of them rap niggas.
That's some faggot shit.
That's good. Really, that's what it is, though, to be honest. Yeah.
Really some
If I may, they show you that in Boondocks with Thug Love.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You right, though.
They say the definition of offset, the amount of distance by which something is out of line.
God damn. That's crazy.
Man,
Bitch ass nigga out of Hey.
You want to blow it?
Yeah. So that's what's push, man. Really, like, that's a rite of passage. You know, that's like a nigga hold that up and laud it as a trophy. Yeah, I pump it, you know? But the so-called white man created that scene. See? That's why it's the land of darkness. Nobody schooled us that, oh, no, you ain't supposed to. That's somebody else one, you know? Or when you had sex with that woman, she was already popped. That was adultery. See, and it ain't like the Lord gonna say, well, no, you didn't know. That was one of the, that was one of the offenses that you didn't know. The Lord stripped you from wisdom, so now you can be killed. That's why you need your house shot. You can't really even say, I ain't know. Okay, that's the point. You didn't. That's the Lord said, that's the point. You ain't know. I took wisdom from you. So now you set off on a crash course to be put to death.
Damn.
And the only ones who will be delivered from such a scene will be those who believe Yahweh shot back then. What's that, Matthew 13?
Right.
He who already have will have abundance. Yep, come on. Yeah.
It's Job 10, in verse 21. It said, before I go whence, I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and or the shadow of death, without any order, for the light is as darkness.
Like the elder was saying, man, you know, we was never taught, you know, that, hey man, that's the wrong way to go. You know, this is the matter of fact, this is the way the Lord set it up. This is what we should follow. Oh, these niggas following darkness, man, and take it as light, man. That's the whole philosophy in America, man. That's the whole way of America, man. That shit really pisses you off, man. That's why this place got to go, man. You know?
From the accuser of the brother, you know? He set up certain scenarios that have you accused to the Heavenly Father, man. That's why we really need mercy from Yahweh by Shabbat, man. You know? Be parted. Because he set those scenarios up for you to be in derision with your power. You know?
Oh, they go through their left hand and they say, look at them.
Right.
Like the warlocks. They say, see, look at them. They channel, they know about the Most High. Oh, they show you that in that Indiana Jones, that Raiders of the Lost Ark, where the guy said, this is a radio to communicate with God, you know? We're talking about the Ark. So they know about how to communicate. They know about the name of the Most High, man. See? So what they do, they blame us. That's why the Lord said, look, if the ordinance cease before me, then I'll put them on. Because it's like court. We in court. You got the plaintiff and you got the defendant. We the plaintiff. We the one making the complaint. Then you got the defendant, but both making their cases to the Most High. So he's doing the underhand.
So like, that's what Esau do now, man. Jake gets shot in the street, then he gonna say, well, did he do drugs? Was
Right,
he a
right,
drug dealer?
right.
You know, he bring up all those things that happened to the victim, but you ain't talking about the one who did the damn shooting, man.
Right, right. Yeah, they run down his jacket. Yeah,
Yeah,
he was a
yeah.
gang. He was a Crip.
Making the case.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yep. Come on.
Yeah, I got one for you. This is Ecclesiastes or Sirach 23. I'm gonna start at 1. The point is at 4 that the elder is going into. It says a prayer for grace to flee sin. It says, O Lord, Father and Governor of all my whole life, lead me not to their counsels and let me not fall by them. That's what the elders is going into, because Esau really is in the situation where he could push forth the law, Yahweh Shah, and get these 6 snares and traps to constantly have Jake go off, but he can go to the Most High and choose us. Right?
Yep.
It says, who will set scourges over my thoughts and the discipline of wisdom over my heart, that they spare, and that's the Most High. It says, that they spare me not for my ignorance, and it pass not by my sins, lest my ignorances increase and my sins abound to my destruction.
If I may add on that, because without the Most High, you're going to lead yourself to death. You know, without the guidance of Yahweh Shah, you're going to be stuck in the valley of the shadow of death. You know?
Continuing, it says, lest my ignorances increase and my sins abound to my destruction, and I fall before my adversaries, and my enemies rejoice over me, whose hope is far from thy mercy.
Oh, if I may, that's that Judah 5, man. You know, if it found iniquity in this nation,
Yep.
you know, you can take them, you know, but if no iniquity is going to be found, you better pass by for you be made an example before the whole earth, you know. And Esau is getting ready to be made an example before the whole earth on how not to run a kingdom, man.
Right.
You know?
It says, O Lord, Father and power of my life, give me not a proud look, but turn away from thy servants always a haughty mind.
Yeah, but I mean too, right? Because that discourages you from coming into the truth. If you got a proud look, right? And what the last one said?
It says, it's a little bit more to
Oh, haughty mind.
Yeah, haughty mind. Yeah.
Right. So that means what? You're not willing to be taught. So the Lord equipped us with that energy, right? And we wouldn't have a haughty mind. We heard the apostles and the men that you came under, you learned the truth from, and you didn't challenge it. That would have been a haughty mind. Hold up, no, man. We all think. See, so the Lord created us to set the scene. So when you get here, you'll be willing to be taught, which serve as the bridge to your salvation.
You mentioned it before that that's that humbling way entry point, that entrance, like the camel that got to bow down to get to the. That's his filter for those that can't bow down. For those basically for niggas.
Yeah.
You know, for niggas that can't come correct, the right way, the proper way, which humility is the proper way. The word humble basically means to the ground. You know, it gives off a crouching down aspect, and this is, I think the scripture bow the head, right? Bow down the head. So everything about this truth, in order to get it, you got to come through that entranceway, which is the humble, the lowly, the low down, the strict way.
And the scriptures say humble is a mind. Because you can appear humble, right? But you just can't get it. Then what we gonna do with you? Just have you around? Because you soft spoken? No, you can't truly come in unless you got a humbleness of mind. That means you're willing to say, you know what, I don't know nothing, man. Right? Teach me. Oh, the Ethiopian eunuch. Ooh. Right? So come on, we have some more back.
I got something real quick.
Yeah, come on, we're gonna go around, no brother.
Just going back to that being proud.
Brother might have to tap the shoulder.
God, so right, Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 12 it reads, the beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his maker. If I meant just going back to you mentioned being humble, that's the only way the Lord is gonna accept you. You know, having that characteristic of pride, you're gonna be blocked from the understanding of Yahweh Shemel Shah. You know, like you mentioned that camel took through that eye.
Yep.
You know, that's the only way to enter. You gotta bow down.
A stretch forth neck can't get in.
Too tall for this.
Right. But even you guys who learned from us and then now you're teaching different, that's an act of pride. That's really pride. Like somebody set up a lodge for you, nigga, you were homeless. And you come and your Timberlands up. Right? You ain't appreciative, man. On the couch.
Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy.
Oh yeah. That's them niggas right there, man. That's offensive, man. Cause you supposed to be like, you know, they let me in the feast. But yet you in the feast reaching over shit. Man, y'all need some hot sauce, you know. Crazy shit, man.
I don't say a hot sauce.
Yeah. Right, that, you know what you're doing? You questioning the feast itself. Yeah? The Lord said you can't add or diminish to him. You can't add to him or diminish him. So you don't need to bring no hot sauce. Just eat what's before you. That's what simple niggas do, man. Then when you escort it out, you reach back talking shit. All right, I'm gonna fucking nigga, man.
Yeah, fucking nigga.
They give you a 1-star rating.
Right,
He
right,
really
right,
the
right,
1-star
right.
customer and see.
Nigga making it big. Yeah, that's what they do. Go back and do ratings. My experience with man, it's horrible, man.
Yeah.
The beauty of it now, like they give you a track record of people that make those complaints too, so you can just click on these.
Right.
Yeah.
This is what you do.
Oh, well, you see,
That's the spirit. Yeah, that's
you see the nigga profile picking some nigga hat like T.I., you already know, like, nah, he bullshit. Yeah, disregard him.
I think that what happened to that boy who was trying them pieces out and shit, and nigga walked to before he even got to the door, on him like, no, go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 'Cause he already knew. Once he come, he gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, we see that at times. Like if a nigga come with a kufi, it's more than likely we gonna say, no, man. Yep.
They can review GMS. If he
Oh man. Oh boy.
0.5 stars,
Oh
man.
man. How do you review this camp? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, how was your experience?
Yeah, how was yours? Yeah.
Because the nigga with the kufi, he ain't gonna bow down.
No.
He ain't gonna say, well, hold up, you know what? I didn't know. I thought I knew.
Right.
See? So he can't come in. That's why that prayer from King David, it only benefited certain spirits. Right? Give me not a haughty mind. Because it would be the perfect weapon, if you will, attribute to have in a time like this. Yeah, come on.
Verse 5, back in Sirach or Ecclesiastes 23, verse 5, it says, turn away from me, vain hopes,
Yep.
and conspicuously,
Since that word, so what might need to click on that? Yeah. Since it was tongue twister.
yeah, that's a tongue twister.
Hey, brother got some while he
I got
you have
some.
one?
Yeah, Proverbs 22:6 says, train up a child
Yeah.
in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. Because pretty much Jason, we overall, we grew up in America under the influence of these
Right.
We're pursuing with philosophy. So when
Right.
you come to this truth, it requires putting off the old man, your
Yep.
old thoughts,
Right.
and put on the new man. That's why Yahweh shall be told Nicodemus, except the man be born again.
Yep.
He should not see the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
You know, so I'm saying, it's like you gotta humble yourself.
Right.
You don't want to be authority.
Because the baby home.
Oh yeah, that entryway through the canal is small too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
We're going into that point of how humbling down and
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But on the other side of it is life.
Right.
Yeah, you have to be broke down to a baby again. Go through that, yeah. That's it, man.
That's why Nicodemus, I can
Yeah,
get to
Nicodemus.
that tight.
And Nicodemus was they said he was a ruler, right? A ruler of the people that go back to what? A leader. He thought he knew something. He encountered Yahweh side by night. The light was Yahweh side in the room, you know. And he said too, right, when you go into that, he said, look, they can't see the kingdom, meaning what? They can't get this truth. Because Jake don't see the kingdom. 2/3 don't see the kingdom. So when he said, look, lest you be born again, you can't see the kingdom. That means when you get here, you ain't gonna be able to see what we see. You can't see the kingdom unless you're born again, unless you regurgitate that bullshit. Because you know what you're gonna do, you're gonna incorporate that bullshit. You incorporating the frat, right? You in a college fraternity. See, that's because you weren't really born again.
That's what they call it, incorporated.
Yeah, incorporated. Yeah,
Alpha
yeah.
Phi
Alpha Phi Alpha incorporated. Fuck, man, that shit get me pissed off. I hate that nigga. The money shit, man. And they be all, they spirit be into it.
They proud as fuck.
Fucking proud.
That's proud motherfuckers.
It's an uppity faggot, yeah. Oh well, we just had a guy that got dismissed over the weekend. He was come to find out he was still with that frat shit. Yeah, man. Coming around acting homo and shit, but you was still in the frat. Oh yeah. Well, the Apostle Hot said you gotta burn that shit. When you come in here and you in that frat, you gotta burn that shit, man. You can't have your tag with the frat on it. You got a fucking key ring with your frat.
You got a great name instead of the Hebrew.
Right, yeah. You markers too, you know what I'm saying?
That's why you honoring Esau's rights of passage.
Right. Yeah, because it go back to
Romans and the Greeks.
right, yeah, exactly.
If I may, in the Maccabees, it says they honor the ways of the Greeks more than the ways of their Paul.
Yeah, see that?
Niggas in the same spirit like that today.
Yep, and that's why the Lord, that's one of the things the Lord really didn't quote. He called it Greeks.
Yeah,
So you can't,
Real.
because it's a heavy spirit. It's a heavy, right? It wasn't a mystery. You called it Greeks. And them dudes because it really go back to that Mason shit too. All the fraternities, they stem from that Mason shit. They got the same ways they come in, right?
Initiation.
Men get humiliated.
Crossovers.
That's what these black Greeks is what's keeping Jake back now.
Oh yeah.
You got all of your love and hip hop, all of that surface and ring. That started with Shaq and his wife, man. Them black Greek
That
levels.
nigga Shaq, man. I hate that nigga. I hope that nigga's like a Hamite.
I'm talking this nigga right
Like
now.
something, man. I hope that nigga like a Hamite. He might be, man. Might be out of Goliath, one of Goliath's 5 brothers. Lord sent that nigga back to
Like youngest son.
right. He better, man, because I'm your ass come out, I'm gonna fuck you up in the kingdom, man. You better hope you're an Israelite. Because what I hate about that nigga, he promote filing, man.
Big as he is.
Yeah.
He be moving and shit.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Right, he command the attention of the room, then he proceeds with filing, man. That shit is really, to be honest with you, that's offensive to men of wisdom. Like filing offensive, man.
Look like a warrior.
Right.
The elder right, man. He come off as this serious, real austere guy. Not to mention his size. Like the elder said, he'll fucking bust out and start doing.
Yeah, but what I'm gonna tell you, mainly he do it be for advertising. So he show you that he really selling out.
Yeah, what is that? Especially that car insurance.
Right,
shit.
car insurance.
Yeah, man.
He was selling shampoo or something.
Yeah, that's another one. That's another one. That's another one.
Yeah.
Reaching the shower.
So he's saying, look, I'm gonna degrade myself and be a degenerate because of money, man.
Exactly what he's doing.
I got some real quick to back
Come on.
This is the book of Proverbs 15 in verse 21. It says, folly is joy to him that is death to the wisdom.
That's that boy. That's that boy, man. That's why even when he was a ball player, they call it instead of fooling around, they call it shacking the fool. You know what I'm saying? Because he's destitute of wisdom, man. Big ass nigga, man. I'm talking about big ass Go ahead.
Come, it
I
says,
want to get on it.
it says, folly is a joy to him that is destitute of wisdom, but a man of understanding walketh upright.
Yeah, that's why the elder said, I hate that motherfucker,
Yes.
man. Because he's the opposite of what we are, man.
Yeah.
We glory in wisdom, understanding.
Yeah.
This guy here glory in folly, man. Shacking a fool, man. What kind of shit is that, man? You doing all big ass motherfucking clown. That's what you is. You're a big ass clown. For Esau, because like the elder said, if you look at it, damn, that's a good point. If you look at it, your whole rally on acting a fool is for money, man. Selling out for money. Other than that, you so serious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just on some level.
They stay sitting on Jake with that because he got a degree. I went to LSU.
Yeah.
Who cares, nigga, that you got your degree, nigga? Big deal. You a fool. You put on the track.
Oh, he one of them Greeks too. He
Oh, hell yeah.
He pushed that shit hard.
Yeah, Q-Dog.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is a Q-Dog.
But a lot of them dudes up there, it's like I work in the office sitting with Jake now, man. Like all of you lettered niggas, man. You faggots, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Michael
oh,
Jordan.
like, yeah, you a bundle. Hey, man, you know what you
Bundle
are.
of
Bundle of
You a
sticks.
bundle of sticks,
A
man.
pack of British cigarettes.
Yeah, British cigarette. Yeah.
Burnt cigarettes.
Yeah.
They'll oppress Jake in the office and then go shuck and jive for Esau. I can't stand it. To a point, it's like you damn near want to quit every day, man.
If I may, 'cause that's the way of passage for the black man in this world.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go in one of those Greek societies in order to be successful.
Boule.
But if I may, what that is, it mentioned that in Maccabees, you have to join that tour unless you would deal with trouble, man.
Where they at?
Unless you did go through that passage, you're gonna deal with trouble. You know. But I got something real quick. So
But if I may too, right, there's no coincidence that fraternity go back to brotherhood. So the Lord got a brotherhood, the true brotherhood set up, and you got these guys a part of it. And which they brotherhood, them niggas not brothers, man. They'll scheme on their woman, or their brother's woman.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
they might be a couple niggas suffer bad.
Oh yeah. Yep, come on.
Come, this Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 5, it says, "There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceeded from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place." So if I may, even when you look at our people, so-called leaders, a lot of people are fucking entertainers, man. Nigga, fucking jesters. From the NBA to the acting world, you know, there is no Jake in the sense that you can perceive as a solemn leader.
Man of wisdom.
A man of wisdom. Because even though back then, say the shit got worse. At least you had black clergy leaders. Even though they was out, but in the sense they was spiritual advisors. You know, they was so-called connected with God. But now, just a jackass.
Just a Leo.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They got a church set up in Collinsville. You know, they can go and they can be galvanized.
God. But now nigga listen to Roger B. Henson or whoever. You know, those are the leaders of the words that our people is gonna lean to now, man. You know, Dave Chappelle, you mentioned earlier Shaq. A nigga say something and they gonna cleave to it. That's another one. I hope he don't eat a bite. I hope that nigga a Hamite, man.
That's why we hate them.
The elders brought out years ago about that boule. That's like the top masonry, Freemasonry of Jakes. And the image or they symbol is a lion with his hand over a jar. And inside the jar is like light. Inside the jar is stars. So they're symbolic, but like they the gatekeepers. That's what they do. You know, Jake try to blow up, or Jake, intelligent Jake out the hood or whatever, he coming up and, you know, they gatekeeper. So they break them, you know, he got to sell out or he got to do something
Pretty much
nasty.
popping.
Yeah. Something sick in order for them to have something on you. So now when you climb up the ranks now, because there's certain things that they can't let out to Jake as a whole. Here it is, we giving freely, but their whole motto is to hide things. Unless you get popped, you don't get to, you know, excel. And that's the same thing these fucking colleges do. You know, with with the Greeks, man.
I'm talking about that's why the God of this world have blinded them, man. They all under the influence of this devil, man. And that's why it really blocks them from coming in, man.
Yep.
Because it's something that Esau that's in them that's gonna prevent them from, fully committing to Yahweh Shemel, because really their love for Esau, man. You know?
They choose this day. So subconsciously they choose what Esau named. Come on.
Yeah, the Ecclesiastes sum itself. It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyed the heart.
Yep.
But man, it said guilt destroy the heart, and that's what these people they pretty much because how this world said a nigga think he free. You know, the deception of Esau. That's why they don't really want the kingdom, man. They really think this the kingdom to them, man.
Yep.
You know, and we see that world presence. We see that this is a sick world. All our senses are being attacked. You know, it's a new stench you come across. You see something abominable. Something don't taste right. Just everything on all levels is fucking vexing here, man. You know, but everyone else that don't have those 6 and 7 cents, they just moving like beasts. They going about their day, man. You know?
If I may, it said make them angry too, right? So, yeah, that's the contrast. You got these niggas in folly. Y'all was mentioning Shaq. And then you got us. We angry. Why? Because we're in a position of captivity, man. See? But, just like in Maccabees, those who joined, right? Because, what was they complaint? Since we let off from the heathen, right? They pretty much sorrow, right? So they cleave to this kingdom versus us, man. We detached, and that makes you an oppositional force. So if you got an opposition, you ain't happy with them, you mad with them. Man. So that was it. We'll say, Father is sick. Let's read that one more time. That's talking about America and its perfection, man. TikTok videos, pranks, right? Everything that they lay out as light, we mentioned. But what a light is as darkness. Come on, man. Everything that they present to you is folly fueled.
Yes.
See? And it's really set up to keep you at bay.
Right. Bread and circles.
Yeah, bread and circles.
They word nag in that precept in 77, it goes into shine, but it says surely oppression making a wise man mad. And it's a manifold precept because we are those wise men that are mad, but we're mad and we made a distinctive move to separate ourselves because we're falling after the path of Yahweh Shem Yahweh, his enlightenment, we begin to shine. Why? Because we're not in the filth anymore. So we can clearly see that Shaq's a fool, man. This guy right there, he's an agent. Why? Because the Lord has made that separation. We can clearly see and understand because of the wisdom now. But yeah, that was it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 6 again, it reads, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
Right? So now you're looking at categories. Right? A person who got status in this world is based upon them being in the spirit of folly. And you could be a serious, right? You can come out serious, but soon you drop your first bar, that's the folly. Right? You serious, right? But whenever you get into your business, it represents folly, man. See? But in that, you sit in a high place in this world. Versus, us, man, we at the bottom. We're not reverenced. We looked at as the basis of men now, in a sense. Because scripture say the Lord set up the basis of men. That happened with Esau. But now it's about to happen with us. Because the scripture say the Lord chose what? The base things. Right? To confound the wise. And the wise of this world is what? Folly, man. So somebody come up, whenever you come up against this, what we publish through the Spirit, is found to be folly. It could be a good point, right, in the sense of this world. We got a game plan. We're going to get a center. We're going to put a basketball goal. We're going to feed the home. Guess what? That shit folly, man. Because it has nothing to do with the will of the Most High. All right, come on, let's get that real quick. That's James.
St. James chapter 2 and verse 2. For if there come unto your assembly a man with a gold ring and in goodly apparel, and there come in also a poor man in vile raiment.
Right, that's us, man. That's the wise. What's that vile raiment? The doctrine we represent. Come on.
And ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing, and say unto him, sit down here in a good place.
Right, so he's in a high place. Folly is set where? In great dignity. Come on.
And say to the poor, stand out there, or sit here under my footstool.
Meaning what? You filed us off, you got us in a certain category, under you. You look at us then beneath you. Come on.
Are ye not then partial in yourselves?
See that? So really, when it comes to Israel, the Lord set up a bunch of it's different outlets. That's why discernment is most preferred. Right? He who chose the white stone, the pearl of great value. So the Lord set up a scene where you got all these different avenues, right? You could subscribe to, one of these conscious dudes, or you could just be a nigga who and still in rap music, right? You might say a quote from Pop, like in rebuttal, right? We just saw that.
Hell yeah.
So you going to the scripture, you say only God can judge. See, and that's a doctrine. That so you told Pop to sit up here, and you told us to sit down here. See? So you got to have a keen discernment to say, oh, hold on, he poor, but he got the truth. And I got to overlook the flesh. And I got to, on top of it, I got to bow to him, man. And you ain't going to have no problem with it. We ain't got no problem with that. Oh, no, the apostles right, the men over, they right. They ain't no shit. That's the only way the Lord could deal with you. Right, so they really came at full circle. Come on.
And are become.
We get this real quick.
Pretty much back up that scripture, Sirach 13:23. When a rich man speaketh, every man hold of his tongue. And look, what he saith, they extol it to the cloud. But if
man, that shit vexing. A nigga stumbling them back, you know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Them niggas sit down and listen to that nigga.
Be quiet too.
Right, yeah. No part of that. Ooh, we good shit. You ain't nothing to say a crime scene, a yellow tape. That's a fixture of a crime scene. Crime victim.
You see just two on the camera, just both of them bitches pulling off.
Yeah, somehow. Yeah, you caught a dead body.
God, it says, I'm gonna read it again. So Sirach 13 in verse 22, it said, when a rich man is, it's like verse 23, when a rich man speaketh, every man hold of his tongue, and look what he saith, they extol it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And what if he stumble? It's like, and if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. If I may see, even with that poor man said, what fellow is this? Like, the status ain't high enough.
Right.
Who are you?
Right.
You your school ain't big enough. You ain't got enough members. It don't meet up to par according to this world. So that's why they're going to ultimately just dismiss everything that you come to bring forth, even though it's the truth.
I got some real
Yep, come on.
just to bag y'all up. This is the book of Sirach 4 in verse 8. It says, let it not grieve thee to bow down thine ear to the poor, and give him a friendly answer with meekness. And if I may, just going back into the points that we begin on, man, because again, just because we ain't Shaq or got a podcast where everybody just talking shit on them, you think we don't know what we talking about, man. But that's a big thing too, to fulfill Ezekiel the 33rd chapter, man.
Yep.
Because the ones that's grieved with the teachers of Yahweh Shai, you're going to be grieved with our salvation. You know?
We fools are counted him as mad.
Right, yep. Right.
His end to be without home.
Matthew 13 and 16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Going to that word, ears, it says metaphor for the faculty of perceiving with the mind, faculty of understanding and knowing. So, as the elder was mentioning, you know, taking heed to this word is the Lord opening up your ears, your spiritual ears, your mind, so that you can understand. Going into that, how a lot of jakes can't comprehend. The world really got them tripped up. If they're not into this truth, they're really into the world, no matter what facet of greed, you know, or you want to be a lawyer.
Right way.
That's right. Many lanes.
Many lanes.
And if I may, the elder mentioned maze earlier. A maze is many ways, but only one way that's correct. It's thousands of tracks in a maze. That's how it's designed. You know?
Dead ends.
It's all kind of dead end. And the scripture talk about that, like let's say a man think that his way is gonna be
There's a way to see right into a man.
right in his own eyes. But the end of that man is basically death. Yeah.
On the flip side, it say, mark the perfect man, right, and follow him, for the end of that man is peace. So we following, right? Yeah. Following Yahweh's side, every man in his order, right? As it read with 2 Corinthians 15, and we following at the end of this, right, exhibition, if you will, the end of this trip is peace, man, which is really Yahweh's side, right? That's what you're gonna need when the missiles hit. You're gonna need peace, man. To be found in peace with Yahweh's side. All right, so come on, we got something back there? Yeah, come on.
It's Isaiah 9 and 16 NLT. It says, for the leaders of the people have misled them.
Right, they're dealing with the leaders of this people on the sign, so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. So they lead you, but they mislead you. Right, that's gonna lead to a shortage of food, power, outages. The destination gonna be wild beasts, a concentration camp, and ultimately the missiles, man. The lake of fire, they lead to fire, a lake.
Oh, man.
See, come on.
They have led them down the path of destruction.
See that? Come on.
That is why the Lord takes no pleasure in the young men and shows no mercy even to the widows.
Right, that's why you see with Jake, young men being sprawled out, the widows, they crying, like the scripture call out women experts in weeping. Right? So they know how to draw. Oh, they show you that in the Minister Society?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
The parody. Yeah. Remember when she kept crying?
Yeah.
That was the spirit, man.
Yeah.
The Lord making mockery of Israel.
Oh, damn, that 12 years a slave, when they took her children, she just sitting all out on the porch.
Yep.
You know, like you said, that's example of the reaper.
Yeah, nigga get shot, nigga mama come out with a house coat. Right. see, crying, Psalms 23. They know how to dramatize it. But the Lord said what? That your young children, your young men gonna die. Oh, and you YNs, man. The Lord setting the scene for you niggas to go over there to,
Oh, yes.
Man, that's a beautiful, man. Tawadi, how about that? Hey, that's why the scripture said, wait ye upon me. 'Cause we can't come up with the perfect.
Right, that's true.
The Lord gonna set up a scene, because it was some past legislation with 18 to 26. That's official YN age.
That's it. What? That's gonna be beautiful.
Man, go and get them their heart
Right.
desire.
Oh, because it's a video of one little nigga, he said, man, won't you, and the nigga was stumbling and bumbling, almost lost it. The nigga was like, yeah, man, won't you just create a a place with all the hitters.
Oh yeah.
Y'all saw that?
Yeah, Lord did.
Anybody know that nigga? What his name? Okay, that's so brothers can look it up, man.
Yeah.
He was an NBA nigga, you said? Oh, NBA. Okay, yeah, NBA young boy.
One of them niggas.
Yeah, he came up with the bright idea. He said, look, if we can, we got the bright idea to bring all YNs together, right? And put them in a desert, in a preserved land, and they can knock each other off. You know what? The Lord do one even better. Send your ass over there to Iran, in Ukraine and other hot spots. That'll be beautiful, man. Drop them niggas off in their tracksuit, all that. Just drop them niggas off.
Had them with their phones and everything.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, go ahead with your phone. Yeah, you got it. You still go live, nigga, if you want. I wouldn't. Go ahead, you go live. Them niggas a bunch of attention whores. Nigga posted on Facebook, do all that.
Man, that's been the strategy that Esau for most of the wars. Throw Jake in there first.
Yep.
You know, whatever that strategy is, don't send them in first.
Black Shield. They call it Black Shield.
Yeah, it is.
Just sending niggas out as the first wave, you know.
Niggas getting their plaques knocked off. That's gonna be beautiful, man.
That's a part of every military campaign. You send reconnaissance, you send out the Marines, then you send in the Army. And the Army is where you keep most of your casualties.
Right.
And it's full of niggas, man.
Right.
Niggas between the ages of 17, because niggas be joining in high school, or whatever, to the ages of 26, man, they get mowed down.
But we talk about in the case of a draft.
Right.
Draft. Yeah.
Like them niggas, they signed up. We want you niggas out here who's just wasting time, man.
Right. And there.
Yeah, cause that draft came back up. Remember we could speak about it and it died down. Spirit brought that draft right back up, man.
And you know, them niggas came out with the Call of Duty. They might be a nigga might be familiar with a certain map. It looked like the map out there in the Middle East.
Yeah. He was there room for go your ass over there.
Yeah.
Damn, I remember this on the game.
You know what? To add to the grooming thing, before they went into, cause at one time the army fence was green, because it matched the terrain of the Vietnam. And then before they went into war in the Middle East, it turned camo like brown. Saying like how you got. And so that that was before the war in Desert Storm. So they already knew where they was gonna send them, change the camo, and that already gave. So they been knowing they was gonna go into war in this area. So they get everybody adjusted. That next generation, they focus on them. Let's get this Call of Duty shit. Let's rank this up. Let's get them activated with this, you know, the YN culture. Let's push that, you know.
Hey.
And now it's all lined up. You really ready to draft? All they need is a draft.
Nigga know how to shoot. Not accurately.
Right. Your universe centers around guns. But you know what them bitch niggas gonna do? They're gonna be hanging on to a door.
Right.
They're raised by their mama and shit.
Rough and tough over here, though.
Right.
Rough and tough.
Terrorizing the
You know
neighborhood
what I'm
and
saying?
shit.
Right. That's gonna be so beautiful.
That's gonna be beautiful, man.
Real.
If I may, y'all know, the Coastal Guard just bought Birmingham Southern. Not Birmingham Southern, but Birmingham Southern.
That's where them niggas at.
They're gonna be a training center.
Oh yeah, well that is right. That's off. That's a few rocks, some leaves, and
Behind the
yeah. They gonna be dropping them niggas out of helicopters, niggas crying.
No, I thought he had bought Birmingham Southern.
Good, man. Nigga like jump now. Pushing them niggas, they tip the helicopter.
Nigga pulled the thing too fast.
Pour them niggas out in Ukraine.
Might get shot right out the ass.
Nigga got down, the shoot didn't work. Pulled it out too fast, too much act got on.
As the elder said, one thing is terrorizing your neighborhood, where you know it's old ladies and women. It's a whole another thing when every Arab over there since the age of 4.
Right.
They've been letting them off. They let them off at weddings.
That's true.
Yep. That's true. And they don't even they don't budge when they hear a missile.
No, that's true.
They keep continue to cut the skateboard and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
You niggas hear a nigga pop a bag and You Americans a joke.
Right. The engine backfired.
Right. Oh yeah. It is mostly gangster niggas who jump.
Real talk, huh?
Because they know the life. Oh, just like E. You created a setting where you at war with everything. So at the sound of right, you a Chase Road now. We're going into that phase. Yep, come on.
Going back, it's on Isaiah 9:17 NLT. It says, that is why the Lord takes no pleasure in the young man
See?
and shows no mercy even to the widows
Nothing the YNs. Come on.
and orphans, for they are all wicked hypocrites.
Right, a whole bunch of fucking wicked. That's why, man, Jake, I'm gonna show you one of the key points of their hypocrisy, man. They'll rally behind a nigga who terrorized the neighborhood. Then they'll expect you to get some, right? Let's just say a nigga, remember the nigga with the hood who got killed? Which the guy who killed him, we gonna get him in the kingdom. That nigga was
Talking about George Zimmerman.
yeah.
Trayvon.
I think he catching hell now, Zimmerman.
Yeah.
But you still can't negate the fact that nigga will more than likely had a hood on, like and you see what he set off a movement. Now niggas with flip-flops and hoods will rob you. Right? But you can't tell me that nigga went walking by people's doors, man, lifting up the goddamn door, seeing what's in there.
You said that nigga, who had killed that bitch up there, Brookwood, that nigga had slides on and shit, man.
Oh, the nigga killed himself?
Yeah, that nigga had flip-flops
Good for that
on,
nigga, man. I hope that nigga did go to hell. I hope it was a hell for that nigga, man.
Troy, no nigga with no flip-flops.
Oh, no.
But they ain't gonna fight. They gonna just...
Yeah. They ain't expecting to run from a dog and that. They gonna shoot one over.
He stand there with his foot out the flip flop.
Right.
Like a woman. You know what I'm saying?
That size you up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nigga scratching his heel and shit. This thing gotta be. That green, they
ain't mugging you though.
Right.
Flip-flops at the tombstone.
Oh yeah. Flip flop in the casket.
This was his favorite one. The red and blue.
Good motherfucker. Neon green. Play the game.
You know, he won all his bad games. And he fly. He's like right here.
Flip-flop.
Yeah, this hell, man. Hey, cause I'm gonna be honest, man. I had like a moment where I kind of felt a little bad. I was looking at the chick. He was kind of, tall, but he was feminine, man. Like, not like out. He had the spirit of his mama, feminine spirit. I was like, damn. It kind of hit me just for. It was just a quick moment. But right, I said didn't laugh, but I was like, man, damn. There's a lot of people, man. Like that's supposed to be a towering Jake, Judite man, But look what he been reduced to, right? Under the spirit of the mama,
White House.
Right, yeah, the way they can flick through their phone like they mom. Right, the way the nigga eat his chips. Right, all that subtle little things, the way they get.
Even when the nigga had a little baby shorts on and shit.
Yeah. The way the nigga move, Shit. Right, the nigga eat his chicken like a all that shit, man. The way you sit down and stand up. All that shit. Oh, man.
Spiritually side up and eat you.
Oh, well, that's the spirit. The brother read it. The Lord got that spirit on us. The Lord said he take no pleasure in a young man. Neither do he pity them. That's us. It's radiating through us. Somebody got to be a witness to this. It can't just be like it's up for debate. Okay, this is what the Lord said. No, it has to be manifested. Right? That's why Yahweh scripture say the Lord talk daily, right? So here in the ministry is a diligent spirit on. That's why we back out here. So that had to be manifest through the earth, through men. To show that it is a power. See? All right, come on.
It says, for they are all wicked hypocrites.
Right, that's how we feel. You wicked hypocrites. The nigga have a candlelight vigil, then you look deeper into the nigga. He shot 2 more niggas before that. He had a case open. That nigga dead, had to go to court in 2 weeks for attempted murder.
Real talk. Right.
That would have that nigga King Von, nigga had all the charges that the nigga was about to get. He died right before that shit.
Yeah.
Well, even they say free this nigga.
Oh yeah.
Nigga's a terrorist.
Free big meats, right. That nigga come home to a celebration. And he was a symbol of selling drugs and adultery. Them niggas was big adulterers before. Like you can't make a case for a nigga with adultery. You like, man, put that, like if you in the righteous spirit, bring up all the charges, right? And once you hear adultery, you like, yeah, man, get that nigga out of here, man. And call some of your most mighty men. You go in the category, the house of. Yeah. You gonna put that nigga 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Cause that adultery shit off, man. I hate that shit.
Yes.
Yep. All right, come on. Yeah, that's what they in. They push that, man. Cause all the stunning really is to get your woman at the end. Or get somebody, woman who, and that brings confusion, right? You cross some paths with niggas and hoes, and this place got to be destroyed.
A lot of these married women out here too, trying to find somebody that freak with.
Right. Oh, cause the one bro, she said it was like a business decision. She was dating one of the rap niggas, Boston. Boston Rich. She came out and said, yeah, it was like she said I had a plan and I had to execute.
Gabrielle Union said he deserved to get cheated on her ex-husband. He deserved it.
Cause they ain't have the money and shit.
Yeah, he made it pay half the bill.
That's the mindset, right? Right, yeah. Oh yeah, that's why in the spirit, man, I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
If you asked us, okay, well, I'm gonna give you a time period that we exact justice, right, in the earth, man. What? I wouldn't sleep. I would be diligent. What you talking about? Son and brothers, hey, you get the west side, go back, double back. Make sure, go back.
Yeah, fill up your gas tank.
Yeah. Make sure brothers got all the resources they need. Very well equipped. Up early, everybody got water. Ears. Check back in the hour. Let me know. And I be going right at them motherfuckers too, like Gabriel. She wake up in there. Spirit. Right. Up. It's like, she knows she is hot water. That's the man right there. Nothing else said. Come on.
It says, and they all speak foolishness.
See, they speak foolishness, man. Because they ain't speaking according right. They bright idea is some wild shit. That's why we can't suffer. We don't suffer niggas, man. Like the spirit be on us to watch these videos of their folly. That's pretty much to serve as a witness, like I said again. What's that, Ezekiel? Is that Ezekiel 8?
Yep.
Speak how he dug through the wall. So pretty much that's what we're doing. We go to digging through and we say, man, look at that. Look what they doing. So the Lord brought us here. Why? So he could be justified in his sayings. Right? Because the prophets always in some capacity either didn't want to come, they knew the burden, they try to come up with an excuse. Or either they would even say, man, they're trying to save somebody. Remember Abraham? he said, look, if it's a few righteous, he was trying to downplay it, like, you know. So the Lord brought us here and gave us a front row seat. So we at the point like, no, Lord, go proceed forth, man. It's strong, man.
Yes, get him, Lord.
This is the time right here where we really see Israel's offenses, man. You get them liberty and look what they do. Yeah, they push adultery, they push, because our women prostitutes and harlots. That's why Gabrielle Union said what she said. She felt it was woven in her to say, look, I need to be paid. But I'm gonna go to the next nigga, he gonna pay. Yeah, see? Oh yeah, you know, a dad probably, if they don't do right,
That's a happy wife, happy life.
That bullshit.
That shit give you a headache. Plenty of fishes in the sea, obviously.
Oh yeah. That go back to that YOLO shit. I'll pull that. Lights.
It's something.
That, you know, it's a felony right there. That's a felony right there. Yep, come on.
But even then, the Lord's anger will not be satisfied. His fist is still poised to strike.
Right. His hand is still stretched forth. See? Because, you know, if you beat somebody, you punch them, then you let off, but another punch comes. So the Lord poised to strike, right? He let off a little. You ain't getting chased down and lynched in the street. But no, the Lord about to come back down with another blow, man. See? All right, so that was it.
That's it.
All right, come on. Got so much back here? If not, we can, what we left off? Isaiah 24?
Yeah, Isaiah 24.
Yep. And we got that Revelation 13 as well. Spirit, bring that back out.
Come back, Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 5, it reads, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
So-called white man responsible for that. He changed the ordinance. We we saw it with our own eyes. We don't need nobody to tell us about butchers. We saw 3 butchers on hold, you know, and them certain motorcycles like, that's some man, right?
Come on, bro.
That was some manly shit.
No fucking way, man. Yeah. I can see if you was riding with your man.
You on the back, maybe.
You know what I'm saying? You on the back. I agree with you. Come on, bro. 3 women.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a butch. That's a motherfucker taking a stand. That's a butch.
Right.
Exactly.
Yep.
If it took over, she gonna need a man to help her pull it back.
Right. Chocolate chopper. They got their own social savings.
Stud name. They call that shit. Bitch probably go by Jay or some shit.
J-Dog.
But she really asking.
Right. The bitch named Jasmine, that bitch Jazzo.
Hey.
Bitch commit adultery, man. I mean, you know.
Pretty in high school.
Right. She was a cheerleader. Yeah, bro. Now that bitch got a Nike sweatsuit with the hoodie. With the hoodie sweater in the hoodie. Bitch got that bitch faded off.
Motherfucker got goddamn 360 waves and shit.
Yeah, man.
It smell like a fucking man with a manly
that bitch might have on some Egyptian muscle. Older butch. Your woman don't stand and kill these motherfuckers, man. They tricks too.
Yeah, man. I was just like,
Yeah, they obliged with the trick shit. Like, you know, I got 1,500.
you see a lot of them butchers with single mothers and shit.
Oh, yeah. Because they want a family. They can't, you know. That motherfucker throwing football and shit, man.
Man.
And the man in the jail.
stepped up.
Right, yeah. That bitch doing live and boasting herself. I stepped up.
Right.
Man,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's it, man.
That's why the destruction makes sense. Oh yeah, them bitches feel some type of way on Father Day. Bitch get an attitude, thank you. Bitch on her period on Father. They're gonna fight. But they say too, right? They even big with the divorce.
Yeah.
Because you got two of these, both of them women. And the other one is more dangerous because, she got an attitude, they got scrap. That's why you got to be careful. Bumping them bitch.
They say that's the highest domestic.
But, exactly. Doors slamming.
Right. Good place. Man.
Yeah, this place got to be destroyed, man. That's why I war to you who won't agree with that. Because what you expect out of that?
Exactly.
What do you expect out of such a dysfunctional layout?
Right.
Boy, I got to destroy it. Nobody said, scripture said the earth is broken down, man. All right, come on.
Con, it says, therefore have the curse devoured the earth.
Right, the curse really is Esau. Let's prove that real quick. Isaiah.
Con. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34. And in verse 5, so like it. Isaiah 34:5, it reads, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. It shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Yep. All right, so go ahead.
Con. Back in Isaiah 24, in verse 6 again, it said, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth.
Right, so-called white man devoured the earth, man. Chemtrails, he broke down the ecosystem. The food broke down, the food supply tainted. Relationships has been compromised. We're going into it. Like the women becoming butchers. That's the so-called, that's the curse devouring the earth, man. Come on.
It says, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left.
Right, so that's the solution, man. The earth being burned, that's World War III. And the scriptures say what? Few men left. That's the elect. The 1/3. That's really the men, women, and children, but the few men, that begins with the prophets. And those who cleave to them. See? All right, so that was it on that? All right, so we can get that Salaki, that Revelation 13.
Yep.
Because remember, we were touching on the fact that you got city versus city, just bringing it full circle. The Lord have mingled a spirit within these Edomites, man. Basically, they turning the spirit of wars into them. So the Lord gave them, hey, think of this, right? You're a big drug addict. But somebody sit a kilo of powder, you gonna destroy yourself.
That's true.
Right, like versus somebody sit a 20 in front of you.
Yeah.
You the same addict, but you don't got the resources to cover yourself. Right, you get a 20, but you only do so much.
Right.
But if I sit a brick in front of you, you can sit back and just say, hey, look, watch, he gonna die.
That's true.
That's what the Lord did. That's why the Lord upgraded the sword. He gave this great sword to this crazy warmonger. Ensuring, right, that was written in the scriptures will come to pass, man. So you got these crazy Edomites with missiles. Then the Lord got that spirit of tension in the air. So they're going to set, like when that itch, right back to the attic, when that itch he going to go into that key, man.
Nose first.
Nose first. He going to nose dive into it. Because he got it at his disposal.
Damn.
So you think these crazy Edomites going to just say, nah, we ain't going to do nothing. I got a key right there, but I ain't gonna. No, he gonna take them missiles, man. See? So we're in the time of that. This is the time when it's going to happen. So come on, let's get that Revelation 13.
We come Revelation chapter 13 and verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were like as the feet of a bear.
So what we read is the timeline of the Edomites, which is brought forth in the mystery, man. So his head was like, read that again.
Come. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
Now that liking, that really going in your head, because that's the beginning. That someone likeness, you take an ID, that's your likeness. But what is it? It's your head shot. So his likeness was as into a leopard, which they go back to the Greeks. Because you had, I believe Alexander the Greek used to wear a leopard head, right? So that go back to the Greeks. So that was the beginning. Even these devils say that. The beginning of civilization was with the Greeks. But it was the beginning of your timeline. And that's what the scripture said. So let's read it one more time.
Come. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
Mm-hmm.
And his feet were as the feet of a bear.
Yep.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
Right, that's Britain. Right?
And the dragon gave him his power.
Right, and that's dealing with the Roman system, which even spills over to this day. So now, let's focus. It says the head was like the head of a leopard, and his feet was like the feet of a bear. The end of the body, the end of the so-called white man's run is going to be by way of what? The bear. And that's Russia, man. See? So that's the time we in, right? So you see all the turmoil in the earth. You got Iran, a major player, hey, because they killed the president, man, or the leader, who was equivalent to the Pope to them. And so now, right, the Ayatollah, man. So now, really these devils, they trying to really pop deuces, man. But Iran saying no. And why they saying that? Because they really bagged. They bagged by the bear. Let's get that, Ezekiel 38, we ready to close up? Yeah, let's get into this briefly, right? So this heavy prophecy going on in the earth, man. The Lord put in the players. That's why the scripture says he set the Egyptians versus the Egyptians. So now the Lord setting these different players in position. Like you set, like just say for the free throw line, you got everybody set up and you got the free throw line. You know a free throw shot coming based upon what the way they set up. So now you got the kings of the earth set up in such a way with World War III coming. But we gotta emphasize the microchip. That's gonna take you back, you know. That's gonna be dramatic, bro. That microchip. We gonna feel that, right? The only thing it's gonna be like a rush. It's gonna be like a rush, like going right, you know. Yeah, you're gonna be excited, you're gonna be jacked up, bro. Right? It's gonna be a rush, man. But then your sense is gonna be opened up. If you're in the scriptures, you're gonna know the Lord, the Most High, is the one guy gonna keep you from that. But see, we at the point when we confident though. We like, man, we not boasting like we are. We confident like, no, the Lord, hey, the Lord said he's not unrighteous to forget your works. Because once the ministry stops, the Lord gonna start tallying up. That's in the law, right? A day's pay, a day's work. So when the day go down, right, what happened? What the scripture liken the ministry stopping to? The sun and the star and the moon. So what happens when you get through working during the day? The sun and the moon go down. And that's when you expect your pay. So once the internet, once we stop teaching and the sun and the moon go down, that's officially the day over. Now it's time to get, right? Now the Lord start reckoning out your pay. And a part of that pay is what? Escaping the perils, man. And one of them is the chip. So the Lord said, okay, you know what? You did my work. You did the right thing. I'm going to put a spirit on you to escape the, yeah, that's a part of the reward. Put a spirit on a portion. You're going to escape the chip. Keep thee from the hour of temptation. Lord, send them cartoons They put a smoke on them. Boy, put a spirit on their eyes, man. That's what we're gonna take. We're gonna be in a heavy spirit. We're gonna be laughing and famine. That's the reward, man. Yep, come on.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, starting at 1. The word of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God, the land of Magog, the chief prince of chief Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
Right, there's Russia. Because that's where they dwelt in their land. Go back to, the history, man. So those who are in that land right now would be the ones who this prophecy is geared to. Come on.
And say, thus said the Lord, Yahweh Shai, behold, I am against thee, O God.
Right, the Lord says against Russia too. Why? Because they Edomites. Come on.
This says, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Right, so the Lord said what? He's going to turn them back and put hooks in their jaws. Now, we was going into that maze earlier. Oh, what yeah, man. Oh, that was somebody trying to, looking at the menu.
I might be back.
Right, man. That's an indictment, too. You acknowledge that this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yet,
Going that way.
right. Go that way. Going that way. Right. See?
With the money, see when make it see.
Right. So what we supposed to be?
Supposed to start doing it back here? Bobblehead or something.
Right, they're confusion, man. And he was continuing trying to get out a reaction like, bro, okay?
I agree. Like your opinion, like
Right.
I agree.
Right, like he validated.
Exactly.
Right. I love y'all. Man, it's soft. That's offensive to us. We catching hell, you know what I'm telling me? Unless it's a brother.
Yeah, come.
Right. Got a door right now. Yep, come on.
God, it says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Right, that go back to what we were talking about with that maze. Like, it's a power that's hedging you. You can't go nowhere. So now you got Russia being turned to that old cold USSR spirit, which that's the what? The United Soviet Social Republic. When you go back to the leaders, man, they was cold. Gorbachev, Mattel, he was an Edomite, had that red, Lord Spain, that red mark on. See? Yeah, the Lord slapped that shit on that red mark, man. But it was so heavy. The ministry was out then, but it went to the level of the internet. You would have surely been like, hey, we had, you know what I mean? Look at Gorbachev, the ministry went a certain way, you know what I mean? Then you had, what's the other, Boris Yeltsin? I think he was more West friendly. One of them guys was West friendly. It might have was him, right? And that kind of give you a glimpse into it not being summer year. Because the winter, the bear hibernates in the winter. Come on.
God, it says, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all them clothed with all sorts of armor.
Yep.
Even a great company with bucklers and shields.
So Lord said he's going to bring that forth. That means it's going to come on the scene, man. Come on.
All of them handling swords.
Mm-hmm.
Persia, Ethiopia.
Hey, it said all them handling swords. So now when you fast forward now, that sword is the missile, man. Because they got the technology, right? Everybody handling swords. Esau don't have the luxury of, right, making his presence felt, you know, having the nations at bay. They like, look, we got missiles. We got guns too. We got drones. We got internet access. Yep, come on.
It says Persia, Ethiopia.
Yeah, Persia, that's the first one on the list. And Persia, we know who Persia is. That's the Iranians, man. So they're a heavy ally with Russia. So you think that, again, with all these missiles in the earth, the equivalent to, you have over, right, what you need. You're a big weed smoker. Somebody gave you a whole lot of pounds of weed. You're going to smoke them, man.
Well, the angels in Revelation 7 are holding back the
Yep.
wind. So Esau already got it in them to go ahead and launch it.
Right.
Woo! They had a cold war
Yeah.
already.
You holding the pit bull back. You know what I'm saying? They know they there to fight.
It ain't like you got to tell the pit bull to go.
No, you ain't gonna have to
You just gotta let it go.
Because the words is already fighting words. They
Right,
at the
right.
point
They
where
barking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we go to World War III, it's Putin and Trump that exchanged those words to each other.
Yep. Fighting words. Putin came out and said already with certain missiles to do to certain parts of America.
Right.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, Russia is helping Iran. The report is Russia is helping Iran locate where the U.S. military is at over there in that Middle East.
Yep.
So they can strike right there. Showing you that Persia, Meshach connection.
Yep. Come on.
It says Persia, Ethiopia,
Yep, Ethiopia. That's the Cushites. What?
and Libya.
In Libya. Like Libya, what that's North Africa. You got Morocco and all the areas. Come on.
It says all of them with shield and helmet.
Right, they dress for war, man. Why? Because the season of war. Ecclesiastes 3, right? Mm-hmm. So they ready to go to war. Now, when you go into all them countries like Persia and the Libyans and Ethiopia, they got ties with Russia. They invested in Russia. Russia invested in them. They got business happening. Ain't just like they just kicking it. There's business ventures. So Russia got to get down. See? And mainly the business ventures is oil. And we know the devil, he on the hunt for it. He the rob. Like the Edomites over in the west side, they really go back to them bankers though, Because wherever you see the influence of America, right, how do you know that America's influenced them? It's a fucking military base. That prove that is the sword, man. But then with that military base come what? Puppet leaders. But then overall, the influence of the small hats there. Right, when you really analyze what they occupy, the influence of the small hats there. See? All right, come on.
It says Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar and the north quarters.
Yep, that, you go into the map, that's up there by Armenia, Georgia, Caucasus. It was the Georgia Republic, now, just Georgia. A lot of, what's up in there? A lot of pipelines. So this 6-star wars, man. Right, it's gonna get real. See? Come on.
It says the house of Togomar, all the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with them.
Gomar and all that, Turkey, modern day. Come on.
Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself.
That's why over the year, you had the nuclear arms race. They was building and making missiles. They were driven by making missiles, man. The Lord beautiful. You could tell nations are separate realms. Because amongst Jake, they was in captivity, but they were still sucking and jiving. They were dancing. Then the Esau was sitting around hell bent on making missiles. Going back to, Oppenheimer. What's the other physics we like to bring out? Abraham, Esau. You see that? That way it said prepare. So they was preparing for this moment right here, man. Whoever knew that it would be with Trump, real talk. But they prepared though. Because right now all it takes is, man, a strike, man. And it could be a strike. They might hit some American interests. It might be a homegrown terrorist act on the soils of America. But that don't mean that World War III perfected. Right? New Jersey might get open the rap, niggas start coming to blow New Jersey up. The Lord might blow a certain part of the area where the power out. Nigga, you still gotta get the chip. Right, EMPs. Yep.
Sleeper cells.
Yep, sleeper cell. They here, man. Nigga, assistant coach. Around the basketball team. Nigga slap out of Iran.
They got to fit in.
Yep, come on.
It said, be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee.
Right, the company. Like right now, you're in the company of the prophets. Meaning what? You're an ally to Yahweh Shem Yahweh. But the kings of the earth, they're in company, man, and in particular Russia and his allies. See? And the average Babylonian, the average American, they don't understand the sense of urgency, man. Oh, it was a video, right, where I forgot was that they saw those missiles coming overhead. Did y'all see that one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be when it, imagine when the whole sky covered and they coming to America, them people gonna be pissing on this stuff. They ain't gonna be hit. Yep, come on.
It says, and be thou a guard unto them.
Right, and be thou a guard unto them. Right now, we read, right, Revelation 13, where the feet is known as the bear, right? When the worst time to see a mother bear? With her cubs, man. Right after hibernation, man. She gonna guard them with all she got, man. Immensely, she gonna guard her cubs. So that's one of the reasons why the bear is likened to Russell. 22. Got out.
Just to add to the other point, because him bringing up, speaking to the mother bear, it's two natural instincts that she's coming out of that cave with. She coming out of that cave with, she hungry, and then the natural instinct to protect her children.
Right.
That's always a recipe for disaster when you have
Right.
both of those elements.
Right.
Yep.
Part of the situation.
Right.
Yeah, and they come out looking poor. Like you look at they lose a lot of weight. So really, when you look at America and Russia, America got fat, and Russia suffered a lot and sacrificed a lot to prepare, beef up, you know. And that's why you always see like the comparison with Russia and America, whether it's Rocky, the Russian serious. He really preparing for the fight, man. But remember, Rocky was bullshit. Yep. That Russell said, if he dies, he dies. Right? That was the spirit of Russell. And he was working out. He had that wood and shit, snowing. He was preparing. That was good to say about Russell. Come on.
God, it says, after many days thou shalt be visited. In the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword.
Yep.
And is gathered out of many people.
And that's dealing with the land. Because the land was brought back from the sword and was visited by many people. When you go into the history, the land was always attacked. The land was always, you had nations fight over the land, seizing the land. So that was the emphasis. So, you know what came to mind, right? Somebody get that real quick. I know we kind of went over a little bit. Go to that article that the brother sent with the GI. With it. And I want y'all to share that if y'all could. But they got the 800 number. And I don't know if it's more on there. We're going to track it down. You can go to the point.
God. It says, against the mountains of Israel there has been always waste, but it is brought forth of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them.
Now, you know what? Now go to Jeremiah 50 and 45. Right, they've been coming out a lot. And the brothers got that. It was an article, I believe y'all was talking, so it wasn't an article, but it was where the guy, they had the 800 number with the GI Army, and they taking their stance against Israel.
Oh yeah, I think it's a pig. It's just a pig.
Okay, it's just a pig. Okay, come on. If somebody want to share that real quick, if brothers can read it, man, it's heavy, man. The spirit, man. It's funny too. Okay. Yep. Yeah. They're gonna bring
Scrolls
yeah.
out
Scroll. Yeah. The brother let him do it. Yeah. I'll let the brother read.
Okay.
Yep. Watch.
there. It says, "Don't die for Israel. Become conscientious objectors."
Yep. Objective. That means like taking a hard stance against something. Matter of fact, somebody do something. Look up that word objective.
Conscience.
Conscientious. Yeah.
Conscience.
It look like that means that like your conscience is fucking about going to war for Israel.
Right. Yeah. You know, somebody might say we're gonna make a conscious decision.
That really stop you from doing your best at war. If you
Right.
undecided about why
true.
you're there.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why the devil trying to, he's trying to make all these robots too, because he knows these motherfuckers don't want to fight them. He already made, what you been talking about that hard times, make strong men, you got already in the military, you got moles, then they doing TikToks on top of that. They ain't really
Right.
built for war,
Serious.
Then mention the dress, you got YNs,
Yep.
LGBT, XYZ motherfucker with bad diets and shit. Man,
All in one compound.
Right.
Right.
And 80% of the military are alcoholics.
That's true, because they outlaw shit like marijuana, they can't, Oh yeah, and cocaine. And cocaine, here they are, cocaine. Yeah, 3 days. Yep. When they get you taking drug test,
Party on Friday,
Exactly.
get geeked up, and then they give you a warning Monday.
Right.
They give you the test too. This is how
Right.
Esau system.
That's true. You're good. Yeah, you good,
Shit, that what Hitler used to do, get them boys on
Yep.
that speed,
Yep.
then get numb on the
Yeah.
battlefield, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, a lot of them drugs came out of testing it on them soldiers.
Yep.
LCD. They got a movie called Jacob's Ladder. It's all about that.
The Lord gave us like the Holy Spirit, the oil, right, to go to war with. Keep us up,
Right.
get light.
Right.
Yeah, because that's what you do. Like the military, you feed them certain shit.
That's true.
Strong, right?
Yeah, strong, yeah. Yep, come on. Read that again. Okay, can we read that article one more time?
It says, don't die for Israel, become conscious objectives.
Right. Did somebody get that word objective? Somebody could.
Yep, that word, simple Google definition of that word objector. It says a person who expresses opposition to or disagreement with something.
Right. So the U.S., you got the U.S. Army, you got these guys. They taking a hard stance against going to war for Israel, man. See, they all go back to biblical prophecy, man. So that's an indicator that America finna be destroyed. See? All right. Yep. Come on. All right. So what?
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah. He went in agreement then, wasn't he? Yeah.
He just thought it was all black.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He probably got offended, that we ain't acknowledge him, acknowledging us.
Yeah, he probably wanted to hear, hey Malak, how you
Right.
feel about
Hey, King.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nigga wanted to be exalted, dude. Brother, my advice, you know what I mean? Nigga want that, right? Put his input. Get your money. Keep your nose clean, stay out of people's niggas. Niggas got all these fucking solutions, man. You're still in captivity. Come on.
God, this is the book of Jeremiah 50, verse 45. It reads, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them.
Right, the least of the flock is those so-called Jews over there in our land. Right, but now, you go into that word draw, one of the definitions is drag. Like when you have to drag someone, then that means really it's against their will. It's like a burden, like damn, you know? Because Trump thought he was just gonna go in there, standard operating procedure, and do what they've been doing, right? Flash they self and then everybody run to their cover and everybody go back to normal. But now they looking at it like, well, shit, the risk reward, and, right? So really, when you go into the word draw, one of the definitions, matter of fact, let's click on it.
Kind.
When you have to drag someone somewhere, right? That means that they really own their post. You resist them. So that's why that information came out, and not just that. You got the decorated military guy, right? He got his hand broke, and he had a spirit on. He ain't even affected. He ain't even jumped one time. He still said, "Fuck Israel, man."
Oh, they literally dragged him.
Right, they literally dragged him. That was somebody. We dragging you to Israel, nigga. Right, you better fight. So when you go into this, now let's go into that word right there.
The word draw. So how it says to drag.
To drag, go ahead.
It says draw out.
Uh-huh.
To trail along. Tear.
Tear. So like, if I take your arm off, that means it was connected. It was somewhere else. I had to tear it off. So that's what's going on right now. That's why you see the resistance. No Israel. Oh, even you mentioned it, right? How it's a trick question now.
Yeah, kind.
Somebody throw a mic in front of Trump. Who you with? America or Russia? You know? America or Israel? That's a trick question. You had to make a quick conscious, right? Because that's the reluctance.
Right.
Because you fucking fight for the so-called Jews, man, who are fucking the worst of all the nations. So you got to jump out there for someone that's hated, man, and rightfully so. And this nigga, they even coming out too. I forgot what happened, but you got these people of all people, these gutter rats. Now they making claims of war crimes. Get the fuck out of here, man. Sick, man. Yep. Come on. Was that it? Was more jump down?
That was it.
Yep. You got something else?
They were edifying, knocking. We like to give all praise, honor, and glory.
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Like to say shalom to the elect, the teaching word on True Faith Saturday. Shalom to believers as well. Shalom.
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 Right.
Shalom.